Welcome to Prajwal's Destiny. But do you know that humans have been swimming in an infinite amount of water, but now we are going to be looking at a different kind of ocean, an ocean of liquid rock. We are moving on to hellwards, and this is a lava planet. K2141b has a core of rock, an ocean of rock, and an atmosphere of rock. Tidally locked to its star, temperatures on the daylight side soar to 3000 K, that's 2700 degrees Celsius, melting the surface rock in a liquid ocean and vaporizing the surface magma. Supersonic winds carry this rock vapor all around the planet, and when this cold rock steam hit the cold night backside, it condenses out, and here the rain on K2141b will be a literal rock rain. That K2141b is tidally locked, and because the rock vapor is all around the planet, and it also has a thick atmosphere of vaporized rock, and has a supersonic winds that exceeds up to 5000 kilometers per hour. This is so fast, more faster than Neptune. The supersonic winds carry the rock vapor in the cold night side. Because the planet is tidally locked, which means one side faces south while other is permanently cold, the two different temperature exchanges can cause powerful winds to blow, and has a night side temperature of minus 200 degrees Celsius. That's minus 328 degrees Fahrenheit. So cold that your body would literally freeze solid. But what is this? This planet is extremely deadly and has a magma ocean that flows upwards in the volcanoes. It is believed to be a lava hell rock. It is very dangerous. It is located about 200 light years away, and if hell exists, K2141b is definitely an planet with a literal hellscape. The trip between the searingly hot day side and freezing cold night side is a terrifying strip of nightmare weather. In these areas, cataclysmic storms likely add to wild temperature ranges that are slowly flowing back to the hot side, pulled down by gravity and grinding their way back to equilibrium. So speaking of hell, the planet also melts graphite as easy as the sun melts graphite on the surface of the sun. And because it's so close to its parent star, its surface would be a solid or not so solid rock. And the surface is not a solid rock but a molten magma rock. It has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide because of extremely high volcanic eruptions that produce extreme gases. And speaking of weather, we are going to send you on K2141b. Here, landing on K2141b would be difficult, but and would also be impossible. But let us try. Now when you enter the planet would look like a dark grey, charcoal grey and black planet from space with molten lava. It would glow a deep red from space because of the intense heat. When you get even closer to K2141b, you would see an orange clouds. Here we have known that the surface is all vaporized rock. So because the surface is all molten lava that's hundreds of kilometers deep, this volcanic activities would produce waves and would also produce light gases that make the K2141b atmosphere. And your spaceship enters the orange atmosphere of K2141b. But when your ship enters K2141b atmosphere, Then there would be millions of rock rain, vaporized rocks,
ship can't take much
striking the
more of this.
titanium hull
We're breaking
of your
apart.
ship like a bullet gun. Here, if
The ship is breaking apart.
any thief would shoot a
Bridge, I can't
bullet on a
stabilize.
people, they would die
Mayday! We're hit
instantly.
everywhere!
Here you will experience supersonic winds, and when your ship passes these orange clouds, your ship will be violently thrown around the planet. But you would choose a safe landing spot. If you want to land, then choose a safe landing spot because the surface is all molten lava. But still there would be a solid surface to find. Your ship battles through the extreme winds and finally lands to the surface. Then you notice that the planet is extremely hot, extremely deadly. You feel intense heat in your spacesuit. You feel very warm, but you think that I am burned to a crisp. Stepping on its surface, you would have a specialized suit that can withstand heat, but it won't be bared too long, and it could not protect you. Your suit would not protect you from too long, but it is very difficult to walk because of the molten lava surface that K2141b have. But just then your protective suit will be protecting you. You will be okay and fine like you are on Earth. But just then something distracts you. A first ever clear evidence of intense heat and rock rain. You would see rock rain, so that's why you might bring a special umbrella. No rocks would hit you. If your glass should be very strong, so if your glass is very strong, then the rocks would not hit you. Otherwise, you couldn't survive a minute on that planet. But your ship flies in the atmosphere when it lands. But then you know that something went wrong. When you were exploring, tiny hot particles have evaporated on the surface, and then your glass breaks. You shout with so much painful. You might throw the umbrella accidentally. Then you will burn to a crisp. Vaporized rocks would hit you on your nose. You would die within seconds. Dead. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and click on the link in the bell icon. If you subscribe to my channel, then you can watch more cool videos.